should I say their last real name or their last porn star name?
Oh my God. Excuse me, Miss Cream Pie.
Yes, excuse me, miss. I was wondering your rates, if this is okay or anything. You know, they were talking about in that thing that there's this thing in Las Vegas.
And if you would please, oh great Jordan, start us off when you're ready.
Okay.
Pretty please.
Oh,
Mashed potatoes.
Oh, it's time for this shit again. Okay, yo, dudes and dudettes, your friendly neighbor Jaxblade is here, and you are watching the Weird Flex.
But okay, podcast. Dramatic noises. Hey guys, welcome to the Weird Flex But Okay podcast, your comedy, weebs, workouts, and advice podcast where we answer your questions. If you would like to submit a question, please email us at weirdflexbutokaypodcast@gmail.com. The music that you've heard in every episode so far has been from the beautiful, amazing, wondrous What's My Name on Instagram and SoundCloud. He is, yay! That's really neato.
Yes.
And also he
doesn't
makes
get
music.
sunburn.
He doesn't. I got sunburn. I was at the beach this weekend.
Yeah, because you white.
It's true. I'm really pale, just like a peep on Easter morning.
Yes.
And
Peeps
that
are yellow.
is the announcement. I'm sorry Elmo couldn't join us this week. He's out of town.
Yeah, he's in bed.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, I'm yawning.
Yeah,
I just got back
yawning.
from vacation.
How was that? Tell
It was
the
pretty
listeners.
good. It was
your
my
beach
birthday
episode.
over the weekend, guys. I had a beach episode. I got my back burnt, and that was pretty neato. Well, I put on a lot of sunblock, but for some reason it's still a little splotchy back there. So I've just had random little itches, and so it's like, it's annoying. But otherwise, I ate a lot of cake this weekend. I played in the ocean, and then I played on the sand, in the sand, all around the sand, built mermaids and castles and whatnot. And I ate lots of good burgers and food, lots of good burgers.
Oh,
and
nice.
It was real nice, yeah. And I ate seafood. I found out that I like flounder. Flounder is really tasty.
Yeah, flounder's really good. Sorry, Ariel.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, girl. I'm
your buddy's
gonna
good.
come for that bud. He's real tasty and lean.
Do they eat their fish friends in Little Mermaid?
You know, I don't know if they're carnivorous or
Because they
whatever.
talk. So they talk to everything. So it's just like.
Wait a minute. Would a mermaid be considered a fish? So would that be cannibalism?
It's half fish. So what if you just
Is it
ate its
only-
tail?
Is it only cannibalism if you're eating a part of your own?
It's only cannibalism if you eat the same thing. Like, is it cannibalism if an owl eats a robin?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. These are good questions. So,
I mean, yeah, I was
very-
wondering about that. Like, would they just eat, like, what, like coral or some shit? Can they talk
I
to
don't know.
coral?
Maybe they're all vegetarians. But wait, what about shellfish? Can they eat shellfish? But
No,
everything
but
down
Sebastian's
everything
a
down there talks. Yeah,
shellfish.
exactly. Huh. These are
Mm,
the things that keep me up at night.
exactly.
This is the problem when you give everything sentience. You don't know what you can eat.
Oh, yeah. Like Sausage Party.
Sausage Party, God.
Yeah.
That movie. You know, I watched it, and a
Mhm.
lot of it was pretty good.
And
lot
it's
of
a
it
good
was-
movie. That's the thing.
Yeah,
it just
it was-
looks weird.
Yeah, it was very sexual.
The ending
Dear God.
was.
Yes, and there was a lot of, like, I kind of liked the undertones of religion that they put in there. Well, not
Uh-huh.
really undertones. They kind of, like, threw
It was
that
full
at you.
on.
Yeah, very, very not subtle.
Right.
But it was a pretty interesting film, and I remember watching it alone because God knows nobody wanted to see it with me. It was on, I think that it was on Netflix or it was on some streaming site.
Yeah, it's on
and
Netflix.
I was just bored one night, and I was like, you know, sure, I'll try this because it was at the time when it was kind of getting memed. So I was like, yeah, I'll try it. And it was pretty, it was a movie that
It was
had
funny.
some good moments. Yeah, it was really funny.
It was a funny movie.
yeah,
That's
that
all I take
was-
was.
Oh yeah, that was my beach episode, and we wanted to get a watermelon and smash it with a base bat, but
Did you get a banana?
we did. Oh, I did eat a lot of banana nanas, but no watermelons. Sadly, we
Aw.
couldn't find any. But we Or, well, because the dream was for the beach episode, you have to go like, gambate, or like do some weeb shit and then break it with a baseball bat. But we also didn't have a baseball bat, so the universe was just not in our favor. But I really like the beach. I haven't been in 9 or 10 years.
Nah, damn.
And so, yeah.
Wouldn't it suck if, like, the first time you got in, there was, like, a jellyfish or some shit?
Dude, that would suck. Oh, my God. But other stuff I did at the beach was I played, like, a D&D campaign that my friend set up for us, and it was really fun. It had, like, 9 players, though. It was a one-shot, so it got real chaotic real quick. Yeah, well, no, not quite LARPing. We just sat in a room for 6 hours.
You should have, like, gotten into it. Since it's a beach episode, you could have, like, gotten costumes, and then you'll, like, walk around and then, like, search for something.
It was actually on the rainy day that we did that.
Yeah, exactly.
Sunday.
Perfect time for a quest.
So we didn't want to go outside.
Quests are for rainy days. That's where you all put your stuff on.
That's how you get sick.
No,
we didn't have any rain clothes.
Oh, you only get sick because of bacteria in the air. You don't get sick from being cold. I learned that recently.
Well, is there more bacteria in the air when it's raining?
Not necessarily.
Oh.
Yeah, so there you go. That's why people. Yeah, I learned that a long time ago. That's why I took my ice pass.
Another thing I did that was fun. I played putt-putt. I haven't played putt-putt in 10 years.
What, golf?
It's like they have little tiki statues, and you have to hit the ball through the tiki statues.
So mini golf?
Yeah, mini golf.
Yeah,
but it
it's
was
the
called
same as golf.
Oh, I didn't know putt-putt and golf were like the same. I know.
Do you have a golf club, and then you hit a ball, and it goes into a hole? Yeah, it's golf.
Oh, I thought it had to be on like one of those big hills or something.
Oh, that's mainstream golf. That mini golf is just mini golf.
Yeah, mini golf. Yeah.
But
why do they call it putt-putt?
Because you put the ball on a little, like, what is it called? That little stick thing, and then it's just
we didn't do that. There was no stick thing.
All right, well, that's what you like. You pat it. I forget the exact term. For it, so I won't.
Putter?
Yeah, putter or something like that. It's like a golf club or something like that, like a putting. Yeah, I think you only use I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this.
Well, anyway, it was really fun.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, how was your weekend, Jordan?
I lifted
And also,
weights.
I'm old now. Yay. Not really.
Yeah, she's merely 24 years old, people.
Haha.
My weekend was good. I got to meet my girl, Jaxblade, and she was beautiful.
Yeah, I got to meet Cade.
Cade? Is that what he called? Is that what you called him? Is that what you really called? Cade?
Yeah.
That's a cool name. Cade.
Yeah. I'm Cade, baby.
Cade.
Oh,
Cade.
yeah. Cade.
Did you take any videos as Cade?
I didn't, because I don't have Snapchat on my phone, and I refuse. So I just borrowed my friend's phone. And I was just like, okay, I know what I look like.
That's cool. Cade. That's a cool name.
Yeah, I like that name.
Cade, yeah. Jackson was fine.
What's Jax up? What's Jax doing? Is she
took
gonna
a bunch
take
of
any
lewd
videos?
pictures. No. Yeah, I sent my friend this video that he's been dying for me to put online because it was like I did a thing. It was like every day is leg day. As Jack said, it was just,
oh my god!
It was like the most lewd video I've ever done in my life.
That's amazing.
Oh god, it was amazing.
Every day is leg day.
Monday, Friday, whatever the lyrics go.
Oh my god.
Leg, what's on the menu? Leg, what's on? Yeah, that was.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a video I'm not put in public yet because it was very lewd and it was very offensive.
You don't want to get any.
No, the thing is Twitter. I could put that on Twitter and it'd be fun.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Twitter is like full blown fun workers on there.
Twitter has no limits in some senses.
You know, I was wondering the other day. You know how like there are just tons of like adult film actresses and people on Twitter. Like, could you like? I don't know the legalities of this because, you know, I appreciate all people who do sex work. Could you, like, email them and be like, hey, yo, what could I get for, like, $1,000 or something like that? Like, would that be, like, legal or would that be, like, illegal? Because
I mean, I'm not sure how professional, like, sex workers work. Like,
I know that the way they talk about it because I watched this documentary on Netflix. They were like, well, what happens is to keep all of us safe, we all get tested every day. We all do this, we do that, and you know, something like that. But then they were talking about like escorting and how escort is like, it's not illegal to escort because you're just escorting the person, and then if you like them, you can, you know, do shenanigans with them in the hotel room, and that's not legal because it's just like, oh yeah, whatever. But like there is a bit of like under the table dealing. So like if I pay you an extra, you know what, will that go down? I'm just like, huh, that's interesting. So I mean, like technically, could you like hire, say, like an adult film star and be like, hey, as long as I film this, is this good? Like, is this legal or something like that? 'Cause like, you remember that Family Guy skit where he's like, no, I didn't buy a prostitute. I bought a sex worker to film, and I'm going to like have that, and that's completely legal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is
like,
weird how it's legal for like the filming. But yeah,
it's weird.
I think the best approach maybe is coming from somebody with zero experience in like the sex worker industry, is probably you could message like, and I don't know if you get a response, but maybe messaging like a sex worker and just asking in the most respectful way, like don't do a bunch of winky faces or like, hey, like just be like, hi, excuse me, ma'am. Like, no, I know that sounds
it's
like
so
wacky.
great, but it's like a little 16-year-old. Excuse me,
I know.
It's so
Excuse me, ma'am. Like tugging on like her dress. Excuse me, ma'am. Like, but like, you know, just trying to be as non-sexual as possible in that discussion of money, because you know, like it's all about that money. So just being like, hey, excuse me, ma'am. I am new to this. I was wondering if sex workers work on commission. I am looking for someone to do a certain thing with that I do not know.
Just
how
for
the casting
myself.
works. Yeah, just for me. And like, or finding a network of people that do the casting, etc. Like researching into like, I don't know. Like putting a public tweet. No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that. Yeah, that is so crazy. You know what's
weird? I don't know
weird?
how you gather that information because I don't know any like sex workers that are just like low key will answer any questions. But maybe they do. I haven't known like a sex worker before.
I mean, like they wouldn't put your stuff on blast because they're getting money for it. So it's just like as long as you're respectful.
Exactly.
So it's just like
yeah.
And then,
so I feel.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, maybe if you slid into their DMs and you're just like, hey, you know, like. I think you're a wonderful lady, excuse me, ma'am. And I would like to know if...
Should I call them ma'am? Do women like being called ma'am? I've always heard like, that's for older women, thank you.
Honestly, my feelings on ma'am is it really depends on the respect put behind it. Because like if somebody is, you know, in a situation and they're trying to like be respectful and like they're not being sarcastic or they're not just like putting it out there to be like weird, like because you can kind of tell the context sometimes depending on how they say it, like especially if like a young kid says it to me, like of course, like why would I be mad? They're just this is what they know to be respectful.
Excuse me,
like,
ma'am, miss.
Yeah.
Miss,
And
sir?
like if it's somebody like that's really older than me and they go, ma'am, like or something like that, it's like, what? Like why are you doing that? Like I think it can.
Excuse me, ma'am. I would need some help moving my car.
Yeah. Or yeah, if I'm in like if I'm out in the wild and somebody's talking to me and they want to kind of address
Look here, little missy.
in a way.
You need to watch your mouth talking to me now,
I
girl.
can see a lot of situations where ma'am is acceptable when you're trying to put someone in a position of like I am trying to speak to you respectfully, like, and you're putting that forward.
Excuse
then that
me,
can
ma'am.
be...
I'm sorry. I feel
me,
like
ma'am.
miss would be more appropriate. Excuse me, miss.
Excuse me, miss.
Excuse me, miss.
Yeah.
Whatever your last name is. Should I say their last real name or their last porn star name?
Oh my God. Excuse me, Miss Cream Pie.
Yes. Excuse me, miss. I was wondering your rates, if this is okay or anything. You know, they were talking about in that thing that there's this thing in Las Vegas that it's so weird that like, all right, so like let's say you're 16 but you have a parent's like written consent, like who is with you and writes consent, you could hook up with like an adult worker. Because it's just
like I want to meet those parents. Who's doing that?
It's just like, look, my boy is a freaking nerd. Take care of the boy. Some crap. Like, it's just so weird.
Oh my God. Like, that's a situation that I've never,
Mommy,
never looked much into. And
Mommy, I want Lisa Ann today.
I want that one, Mommy.
I want Lisa Ann today, Mommy. Why are you calling me Mommy?
Jesus.
You're 16 years old.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Mommy.
That sounds like some celestial dragon shit.
Oh yeah, it does.
Dude, in One Piece, I am getting so close to being caught up. I'm on volume 81. I know, not very far from
Have you met my boy yet?
I don't think so. I just got to the part where Sanji is like BRB. That's all I'll say. And I love my baby boy, and I hope he's okay. He was just like invited to a party of some sort. And yeah, and the crew's like, "Oh man, Sanji's going to a party." And that's the extent of where I'm at. I need to read more. But I'm very excited for this arc because I've been told it has a lot of things that I enjoy. And it's a Sanji arc. Hello. Of course I'm going to love it, I hope. Oh my god, I'm so scared. Oh, I'm so ready to read more though.
So what chapter? I know you're on volumes, but what chapter are you on?
So if I'm on volume 81, it's usually 10 behind. So I'm probably on chapter 800 to 805. I'm in there.
Okay, you haven't met my boy yet. All right.
Yeah. But like I'm getting there. There's probably 930 chapters or whatever. I'm not that far behind. I can catch up in a week.
Okay. Tell me when you get to my boy. I love my boy.
I'll tell you. I'm sure I'll recognize him.
Yeah, he's jacked and he's cool, and the way he acts is cool.
That's gonna be awesome. Oh my god. But yeah,
and
that's
jelly beans.
Yeah, oh god, I know there's gonna be candy. I'm really pumped.
Yeah.
But there has been a lot of good stuff happening this week, and another thing happening soon is cosplay. Speaking of cosplay,
read us our first question.
Maybe I will, Jordan. You beautiful man. Fuck you.
Fuck you too.
Yay!
Yay!
All right, serious mode time. We've talked about sex workers and the beach. I think it's time to get serious. Ahem. I have a question for Jordan and Katy. I've been an anime/manga fan since I was 12 or 13. I turned 29 in February, and I'm currently working on an EP, and I want to cosplay for the cover, as each song is named after an anime or video game character. But I'm feeling self-conscious about it. My question is, how do the cosplay costumes make you feel? Empowered? Hidden? Free? And who are your favorite characters to cosplay as? Okay, that's it, I swear. Thank you, and I hope you're feeling better, Katy. This podcast is fantastic, you two. Keep up the inspiring work. So, yeah, how do cosplay costumes make you feel?
Yeah, how do they make you feel, Katy? Because I know you're going to go into this sunshine and flowers.
Full sunshine and bleh. They make me feel... I think empowered is kind of a word, because when I'm wearing, like, a certain combination of wig and outfit that I, like, really put together and planned and had, like, a lot of time behind the scenes with, when I'm showing it to people and I see people recognize, like, oh, this is that character. I like that show. I like that character. It makes me feel closer to people in a different way. And it makes me feel powerful, sort of. Like, it makes me feel like people see something that I worked hard on and they recognize and appreciate, like, what I'm trying to do. So, like, it's kind of a conversation that you're having with people. Like, it makes it easier to have conversations and make friends at cons because you kind of establish this thing that you both like and you both understand well. Because typically, for me, I like to cosplay characters that I'm familiar with their work. You don't have to know everything about, you know, a show or a character, but I typically have only cosplayed characters that I've at least watched the movie or seen most of the series, etc. Like, you don't have to be 100% caught up, but although for One Piece I'm trying to get there. But
Right.
But yeah, that's kind of how I feel, is like it's kind of an empowering experience, and when I'm wearing that costume, I feel like I feel a different kind of strength that I don't usually get every day. It's kind of like this powerful feeling when you're in a convention and you're wearing a character that you love and other people recognize it and you get to, like, be a part of a conversation and experience with people. And it's really nice. And I miss that feeling, and I'm really excited to have it again. And it's playful and fun. Like, it's not even the kind of power of like, haha, I have the power. It's just like you feel so, like, it makes me feel like alive. Like, it's like, oh man, like when I have like a good costume on that's comfortable and like I get to be around other people that are doing it. Like, it's a very fun thing that you don't get at a lot of places. And I really like that feeling. And then, but of course the con can sometimes be more fun. Like at night when you take the costume off, and I like to just dress like really, really fun, like in bright colors or in like my cute shorts with my Tokyo top or something. Like, it's just like I want to get ready to dance and look all cool. Like, clothes are really expressive and awesome. And wigs are really fun too, because you can be a different person. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's how I feel. Mm-hmm. How do you feel, Jordan?
I don't cosplay, Katy.
You've totally cosplayed before.
I totally haven't, all right?
Jordan, you literally do videos where you wear costumes. Like, don't
first off,
even at me.
Katy,
don't at me. Literally.
First off, Cade, let me tell you something,
boy.
boo-boo.
Jaxette.
Okay.
Jaxette.
No.
Don't talk to me that way, Jaxette.
Oh, I think I will, Cade. You think
Oh
you're
my
so
God.
great. Oh, boo-boo, don't even start with me, honey. I
Girl.
wear Halloween
Girl.
costumes. Ugh. That's what I do.
Don't make me shower you with love.
Ugh.
I'll fight you.
You always do shower me with love.
Bitch.
I like wearing cosplays that cover my face. I like the Jason ones, the ones that make me like, I felt like a monster. I like that shit where I just go around and do nothing and no one recognizes me. And it's just like, yeah, I'm like fucking Jason hiding in my head and no one knows it's me. And I'm just walking around staring at people. Like I could just fucking just be a badass right now. Yeah, I like that. Or, what was the only one? Who else did I cosplay? I didn't really cosplay. I wore my Halloween costume of Rock Lee to Anime Expo. That was fun. And I wore my Halloween costume of Luffy, I think. And then, like, there's some cosplays I do, but because I'm a fitness buff for myself, like, I feel like, and this is not, I want to make this perfectly clear. This is not a diss on anyone who wants to do this for themselves. You rock what you want to rock. Don't ever let anyone tell you can't rock it, okay? But for me, I am very like, no, I have to look this certain way before I get this character down because I need to respect this character that I love and I have to look this way. If I don't look this way, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. So like that, I get so into it. Like I had like this Ace cosplay that I want to do. Like I'm working on and I'm just like, all right, you know what? If I look this way, I'll do it. If I don't look this way, I'm not going to do it.
This way.
Exactly. If I look it, I'll do it. If I don't, fuck it. I'll do it later on. But like, because I have such respect for Ace. He was like my favorite character.
Yeah.
R.I.P. But yeah, I loved him so much. And so, if I do it, I'd have to do it. But that's for me. That's my mentality.
Like, I really respect, like, when I see people that do those little extra details. Like, for example, like, Sanji, if they draw on the little eyebrow, or like if they do like an extra little detail with makeup or the wig that like makes it closer to
the manga.
To the manga or the anime or something. It makes me like happy when people put those little details in because it shows that they really like are looking at those characters and love those characters.
Did you see that guy who was like a demon on the Twitter? Like he had the smoke coming from it. It was like a black.
Ooh, I don't think so.
It was so cool. Like it really didn't look like a cosplay. It looked like you should be in Hollywood doing actual effects because this is so great.
Oh,
like
that's so cool.
For me, I like the cosplay where it's like a fucking creature that's like got eyes moving and then like looks animatronic. Like that to me is like always way cool.
I like costumes like that too. Like people that do weird stuff with makeup are like inspirations.
I remember that one time I got into a fight with a cosplayer.
Oh no!
It was some voice action. I thought I already told you that story.
I think you told me.
Yeah, well, I was just like, she was being really rude to someone, and then like my only comment was like, "You're just a bitch. You're just like cartoon characters." And then like my friend had to take me out of there, and because she was being rude to some bastard. Oh god. Oh, that was funny.
Amazing.
That was horrible. But she deserved it. All right, so no one at me. She deserved it.
No one at me. Yeah, I mostly cosplay characters from anime because like those are the ones that like really
get me. You did
DC.
DC.
Yeah, I was about to say I do have like one
Wonder
DC
Woman.
character. It's the Wonder Woman from the Gods and Monsters movie, because after I watched that movie specifically, I was like, I like her, and that costume looks like a challenge, so that was the first time I really went all in and like made a costume, like fabric and everything, and it was like really cool, like having the pieces come together, and I would think I was one of the first people to like have pictures of that specific character on the internet, because like it was such a new movie and it was just in time for Dragon Con, so I was like, hell yeah, fam. So I did that, and that was really neato. And Dragon Con. I have so many things to figure out to make Dragon Con happen this year, but I'm really wanting to.
Right.
But there's still a lot of like stuff in the air, but it's very potential.
Here, I just sent you the thing.
Oh, you sent me a thing?
Yeah, hold on. Chat, I'm going to send Katy the demon thing so she can see it, because it's really cool.
Where are you sending it at?
Right now, here.
On Discord?
Yeah, right here. Look at it.
Look at it.
Look at it.
Look at it. Oh my god, that looks so cool.
Yeah, see? And it's got smoke.
Yes. Oh, dude, that's so sick.
It's just like, that shit is cool. Like, that doesn't look like a cosplay. It looks like, it really does look like an actual demon. Like, what the but I feel bad for people in those who have to pee.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit. So, do you have like a urine jar with you?
Yeah. Dude, my friend Jane, she goes by Crash Candy Cosplay on like Facebook and stuff. Please go follow her, because dear God, she just graduated from college, and for her senior exhibition, she did a thing on armor. She makes really good like cosplay armor, and like, her final
warrior armor, like stuff you can actually go fight each other.
Well, no, it's not made of. You couldn't actually put this in a war, but it's very realistic looking. That's why I said cosplay armor. Like it's very realistic looking, and it's very like good looking. But you know, it's made of like, foam and stuff. But her craftsmanship is so wonderful, and she did this project that like if you go to her page, you'll be able to see more about it. Like she got interviewed by the news. Where she took kind of the quirkiness out of cosplay, and she made it just about making armor and like what different like things can represent and stuff. And she made like several pieces that she had like modeled by people at her college during the exhibition, and she wanted to showcase like the seriousness that cosplay can be and like the work that can go into it, but also like how you can take it so much deeper to represent more. It's not just about quirky fun. It can also be like about
killing people,
telling a
weapons.
Story or murder.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Did
like,
you see that person who
symbolic.
welds?
Oh, for cosplay?
Yeah, they like
that
actually weld that. That shit is like, dude, like I feel like if some crazy person came in, I'd be like, get her, because they got like armor on and shit. Like, it's just like,
dude.
Boom.
Like I don't know what the regulations at certain cons are for certain materials. Like, because I know like for props, it's generally not okay to have like real spears and like all this stuff.
Yeah, like that guy with the Wolverine claws that were actual steel. How was he walking around at Dragon Con?
Ooh, gosh, like
I feel like that's just dangerous.
Different conventions have different regulations, etc. And so like I don't know the rules there because I've never participated in carrying like that type of stuff. But I'm sure with armor there might be some limitations there too. But also I just think it would be really heavy and like warm.
Yeah, so you get extra calorie burns.
That's true. Oh man. Dude, cons are like a plethora for... Honestly, the ultimate workout is just going to a con because you're just constantly walking. Like you can just get a Fitbit on and just like see how much you walk this weekend. Yeah, right?
Every week, I like burn 1,000 calories a day.
Dude,
plus.
Yeah.
So it's fun. And then you can eat more.
Are you doing a special challenge right now or something?
Oh yeah, I am doing a special challenge. I am.
Nice.
And hopefully it pays off.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes, I want it to pay off. So, like, it's working right now. I'm just getting blood flow everywhere. And soon, I'll be able to ascend and be a level 3 physique. But now, right now, I'm stuck at a high level 2.
He's so heckin' inspirational. Like, every time I talk to him, he's doing some cool new thing or doing whatever, like with fitness and working out. But speaking of weight loss...
Why
don't you take us to our next question, Jordan?
Yeah. Oh, let me go. Click back to where it is.
And this question comes from London.
Oh, jolly good, mate. I got to hang with my sister and my mother, who also...
Oh, your mum.
My mum. Okay, where is this question? Let me look.
It starts with, "Hey guys, for weight loss."
Hey
It's right
guys.
under the
For,
smiley
oh,
face.
hello guys. Hey and hello
yeah,
are
yeah,
different, Katy.
Hey and hello are different. I'm
All
sorry.
right. Hey, hello there. For weight loss, as you've stated, eating in a calorie deficit is key. But can you eat what you want as long as you remain in a deficit? Cheers. All right. Yes.
Oh, and it says, "Love your podcast is amazing. I love listening to it on the way to university. Greetings from London."
Greeting from. You didn't say it with an accent. So how are we supposed to
Greetings
know?
from London.
All right. Well, yes, actually, that is a very valid thing. Like, people don't realize that you can do that. The only because like it's called this guy, for instance, did this thing called the Twinkie diet for like 8 weeks or I believe plus. He just ate nothing but junk food for about 8 weeks, but he stayed in a caloric deficit and he was able to lose fat. Yes, you can lose it as long it's just like, you know, simple science, just like, you know, don't overeat it. Like, it's because people will say like you can't out train a bad diet, which is true. Like, if you're eating like nothing but unhealthy stuff, but like you're going over your limit, then of course you're gonna burn. But like if you're doing something like say and something like a lot of fitness people do is an 85% clean, 15% fun like way of eating, where like 85% of the food is like nutritious stuff that's going to help the body, and then 15% is just like, ooh, a chocolate bar, you know, stuff like that. Like, you can most definitely do that. The problem comes in on doing this is messing up your internal organs by doing it. Because like if you eat like burgers and pizza and fries every single day, unless you have just that sort of metabolism, while you still will be losing weight, you're going to be getting all this plaque and high cholesterol and blood pressure, and that's just no good. Like, you know, some people can do it, they have the metabolisms, their bodies work differently, and lucky on them. Seriously, lucky motherfuckers. But seriously, but it's one of those things where I don't recommend it for most mainstream people. Like, if you just like, oh yeah, I can eat whatever I want, because it's just a simple thing of if it fits your macros. Like, because I know for me, I can't go a day without eating chocolate. I fucking can't. Like, if I don't, I get grumpy. Like, that's just me. If I have to eat something like with chocolate in it, or else I get grumpy. Is that bad? Probably. I don't care. It makes me happy, and I can do it. And
everybody should have a little something that makes them happy.
Yeah. So it's just like, the thing about fitness that a lot of people misunderstand is they look at it as something to come off of, when you should be looking at it as just a lifestyle. Like, you're like going like, oh, I'm working out, but I'm feeling really drained today. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go get a burger because that's what my body needed right now. Oh, I'm going to have some cheesecake. Oh, you know what? I can burn it off later. Like, there's this great photo that illustrates, like, you know, I saw these smiley faces. Like, you're going to be 6 in a row. Then on the seventh day, it's like black. Then like you may have like 3 in a row and 3 black, or 2 in a row. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you're going to have your bad days. It's fine. But just like always get back on track. It's like falling off a carriage and the carriage is still walking. And then you just run up and you get back on the carriage. So it's as long as you keep getting after that carriage and don't let it get too far away, you should be fine. But that's the main thing about it. Like, look at fitness and health as a lifestyle. Like, don't do it like, oh, I hate it. Like, for instance, a healthy meat that I can eat a lot of, that I've been eating a lot of this week, even though it's a bit pricey, but you know, I'm doing pretty good. I can like crab meat. Like, I just crab meat, just regular. Well, isn't Connie fake crab meat?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm talking authentic shit, boy. Yeah, so like so I've been eating like crab meat with like various like rice and other stuff, and it's like it tastes really good, and I like it more than chicken and steak and stuff like that, because I'm having like I think when I was at Con, because I got a physical recently, and I think the 8 days of Whataburger paid out, because I was like, yeah, your cholesterol is really high. And I was like, yeah, I did go to Whataburger every day at Con. Yeah, that probably did it. So don't eat as much red meat for this many days. I'm like, okay, yeah, I won't. So I'm not going to eat red meat for the rest of the week.
I actually got to try lobster when I was at the beach.
Oh yeah, how was that? It was sweet, right?
Expensive, because my friend ordered like a $78 platter. It was like a big seafood like lobster platter, and it was like almost $80, and I was like, Jesus. But he was like, I'm doing it, I'm on vacation. And I was like, well, good for you. And he let me have a nibble of like one of the good pieces of meat, like the claw, and he dipped it in the butter, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, didn't the meat taste a bit sweet?
Now.
Yeah,
it's really sweet.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, it's weird how a meat can taste sweet like that. And it's just like, huh.
Yeah.
It was good though. Yeah, like I think lobster is one of those good things. It's just like it's weird how seafood, Like you think of like, oh god, it could be bad for you, like, because I was reading up on like, because I cut down on sushi recently because I heard about this guy who got mercury poisoning because he ate it every day, and I was like, oh fuck, yeah, I do eat a lot of tuna.
Yeah, variety is good.
Yeah, so I like my crab and my lobster. I'm gonna see if they have lobster meat in chunks because for me,
awesome.
I like crab and I like lobster, but I don't like the breaking it apart part.
Yes,
because I always cut myself.
That was annoying to watch.
Yeah, it's just like you gotta break it and then you gotta break it.
You gotta work for it.
So it's just like just give me all the meat in like a patty or just all the meat like by itself. Like that'd be perfect, thank you. But no.
Yeah. But one thing that's kind of inspiring and like helpful about the fact that as long as you're doing like intermittent fasting or like you have like deficit and like calorie counting and stuff, it's really easy for anybody to like kind of get themselves on a good diet.
Well, yeah. See, like, the thing is, like diet, like when the diet has
or diet lifestyle.
Well, yeah. It's like because like this is why I always say, like, when people say like a diet, that means like, oh, I'm gonna eventually come off this. Eventually, a diet is just like, oh, I'm just on this.
Yeah.
But like you say, like, oh, like my eating, my healthy eating or something like that. It's just like, oh yeah, just that's how I live my life. Whatever. Like I have a friend.
I remember when I. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say I have a friend who literally has one cheat meal a year, and it's just like, okay, well, you respect. It's just like, dude, I live a life where I don't have to worry about like I really want to go with it. I don't have a life where I'm like always yearning for something else, because like some people, they like will diet all week and then the weekend they're like, oh, I can finally eat good, like finally eat this way.
Yeah.
And then for me personally, I used to be that way. I'm not anymore, just aging, you change and stuff like that. But it's like for me, my quote unquote cheat days, which I don't really have anymore, it's more like a mental day off. Like I don't really think about what I'm eating. It's just like, oh yeah, I can just eat like a whatever I want. Do I want a burger today? Oh, do I want pizza today? I can do that or whatever. It's just
like when I was trying to lose weight, like I don't know a lot about like the specific protein numbers and all of that stuff like that you can calculate and like macros and stuff, but what I did know how to speak is calories. And so how I would do it, and it would work for me, is I would eat whatever I could get, like pizza or chicken nuggets or whatever, but I would calorie count them. I would even have cheese puffs sometimes, but like I would count the exact serving size, and then I would throw like some veggies in there to fill up those calories, because I would make sure that I hit the exact amount of calories I needed for the day, even if I had to like do something weird with like, okay, you have 150 calories left to eat, so I would get exactly like 150 calories worth of broccoli, or as close as I could to like finish it off for the day.
Right.
I would spread it out, and like I think it's so I just think it's awesome that it's possible to do that, and like because there's that mindset of like you have to quote unquote eat healthy, which of course it's good to do, like, but
makes you feel good too.
Yeah, it makes you feel good, but it's okay. You're not cheating. It's not a cheat meal as long as you're being responsible about what you're putting into your body. Yeah, it can be like a treat meal, but as long as you're still putting it into the limitations that you've set for yourself, it can still be a part of your regular diet. You just have to also mix it up with all the good stuff. One thing we were talking about on the beach vacation too is about meal prep and about finding, like, one thing that I found that was very interesting, which of course it sounds like it would be true, but it just doesn't feel like it would be, is like eating out and eating fast food all the time and stuff. There is a possible way to like make your own meals and do meal prep and get like just really healthy stuff for like cheaper, like for $3 a meal. Like you can prep that out, but like one of the barriers that kind of keeps us from doing that, and it's a barrier that has kept me from really understanding how to fully utilize that to be cheap, is the knowledge, the accessibility, or even the understanding of how to access the correct knowledge of what meals you can make, how to purchase the right stuff to where you can utilize it to the most efficient and effective way. Because like when I see like a big thing of chicken and rice and stuff, that's the only meal that I can think of that you can meal prep and put in like things and stuff to like have through the week to be cheap. But then when I see like the prices of all this stuff, I'm like, well, I could probably only get 3 meals out of this. And like, and yeah, so it's like stuff that I would like to learn more about. And when I hear stories of people that are like, I can only afford to eat fast food and like do all that stuff, and then I hear other people say, well, if you do it at home and on your own time and make healthy food, it can be just as cheap as fast food. You just have to know how. I wish I knew how. I wish I knew that stuff.
Well, I'm glad you asked.
I tried to look into it before.
Because I got a book coming out that'll help with
all
all
really?
that. Yeah, I do.
Is it about that?
Yeah, I have a book coming to help with that.
And it has like recipes that like with
Yeah, it's
like
gonna be
cost
awesome.
effectiveness. Oh my gosh,
It's gonna
that's
be
really
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah,
Is it gonna be an ebook or like a physical?
Well, I can literally turn any of my ebooks into physical books now. It's just a matter of
Yeah.
like time and patience and all that.
Have you ever made a physical book?
Technically I can with one of them, but I just like I haven't gone out my way to do it. Like
Of
I know I
course, yeah.
can, but it's just like I haven't gone out my way to do it yet.
Because that's really awesome. And I'm sure there might be other materials out there that like talk about that stuff. I've just not been able to find it. But whenever your book comes out, everybody should buy it. And I might actually look at it because like that's something that I think can be intimidating, especially the money factor. The money factor is the main thing that makes it intimidating. Well, time as well. Time and money,
Because like that's the thing that I always tell people. If you let yourself get if you have a plan for like what you're gonna do, but you let yourself get too hungry, then rationale goes out the window. It's like, fuck it, I just want something fast and I'm hungry as fuck. So it's just like, so that's one of the key terms to take away. But but I'm passing the alley-oop to you.
Oh, but speaking of things that are delicious.
Yeah.
Our next question is a question that looks really fun. It says, how do you like your coffee? What is the best coffee? Frappes? Black coffee? I must know. And,
I don't drink coffee.
Oh, really?
No, yeah, well, that's
At all?
Not at all. Yeah, I don't like coffee because like I heard this is the thing. Like I remember in high school, all my friends would like drink coffee in the morning, but then they would talk about like how, oh, if I don't drink my coffee today, I'm gonna get like a really bad headache. And I never wanted that caffeine thing where like you're so like you drink caffeine every day, so you get like a headache from it. That like always put me off. Like, oh yeah, I don't want that shit to happen to me. I don't want something like that. But for me, because I'll be the first time, I fucking hate black coffee. I don't get at all how people. I do not understand how people drink
either,
that. Like
actually,
how?
'cause it's just plain. It's just bitter.
It tastes like I really. It takes me like I'm gagging like thinking about it because I don't get it. But then well, I do fucks with that caramel frappuccino with no whipped cream.
Ooh, yeah.
I do.
I honestly I'm big on fraps. Like honestly, I didn't like coffee until about 2 years ago. Or maybe even 1 year ago, I was at like an internship and like they had a really good coffee machine and they were just like, yeah, have some. And they had a bunch of different creamers and I was like, oh. And I think I like creamer more, but in the coffee, I love the flavor that like the coffee combined with the cream has. And I've always liked fraps, but fraps have always been more sugary ice cream than
yeah, I don't like
that's
hot
what it tasted
coffee.
Like. Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah,
Damn you, telephone.
Yeah, Starbucks
How
is
dare
calling
you
you
ring.
to have a talk.
Starbucks is calling me. They're like, hey, Katy, would you like to buy some fraps? And I'm like, yes, because, oh my God. Starbucks, I'm just going to ignore this raging telefono.
Shut up, Starbucks.
Fuck you.
Sponsor
Fuck you,
us and then
Starbucks.
we'll answer the phone.
Yeah. But oh my gosh, Starbucks has this s'mores frappe out right now, and I've been looking at pictures of it for 2 weeks, and I just need to make time because I want to buy one. But I couldn't find a Starbucks this weekend, so I was just like, oh,
you better hurry.
Yeah? Oh no, they're going to get rid of it.
Yeah,
I'm going to be sad.
it's like one of those seasonal things or something like that.
I'll probably get one this weekend because, oh my gosh, because Detective Pikachu came out, and I haven't gotten to see it yet, so please don't spoil, because I was out of town. But I'm seeing it this weekend with, hopefully with a group of friends, so that'll be really exciting. Don't even tell me how you liked it. I want no opinions. I'm really excited to see it.
What, the Digimon movie?
Yeah, totally. You know, Detective Digimon. But yeah, back on the coffee. I didn't like coffee until like maybe a year ago, and so I've only tried a few. But I like really cream-heavy coffee and sugary coffee. I actually have a funny story about the first time I ever tried coffee. I was about like 7 years old, I think. I was at my grandma's house, and we were playing Monopoly together like we did. Like we would play Looney Tune Monopoly.
Right.
And she had a big cup of coffee next to her. And I, being the young sweets addict that I was, thought it was hot chocolate. So I was like, oh boy, Mama has hot chocolate. Heck yeah, fam. And so
You
when
said
she
heck
got
yeah,
up,
fam, as a 7-year-old?
totally. Imagine little 7-year-old Katy saying, heck yeah, fam.
With your like bowl cut?
Yeah, I had a bowl cut. It was
Yes.
it was my bowl cut period of time, the age of the bowl cut. and she got up to get more whatever, and I took a big old gulp of it, and one, it was real hot.
Mm-hmm.
So, which 7-year-old Katy, if it was hot chocolate, you should have known it would be hot. But I was just like, yay! And it tasted bitter AF. There was like no cream in it, and I was like,
Did you spit it out?
No, I swallowed it because like I was so gung ho that it was hot chocolate. I just took like a gulp and swallowed it instantly without even like.
Mm-hmm.
I just went full in. Okay, Jordan. I was committed. I was dedicated. And it was terrible. And she came back like, Katy, no, that was my coffee. And I was like, what? Your hot chocolate's broken. Like, something like that.
And then you just started bouncing off the fucking walls and stuff.
I mean, I only got one gulp.
That's enough to do it to a kid.
I mean, I guess, yeah, for a kid. So I don't remember what happened after that.
Yeah,
you
blacked out. Yeah, I see that's what happened. Yeah.
But yeah, that was my first time going in on coffee.
It was little Evan's like, hey, honey, what's your mother's name?
Vicky.
Vicky, I need you to come get Katy now. Yeah.
She had so much coffee, and I'm just like,
just smashing everything.
God.
Mo, Mo, look at me.
Mo.
I'm a dinosaur.
I'm a dinosaur. I'm a coffee sore. But yeah, I think Frappes are definitively the best coffee.
Yeah, caramel frappuccino, no whipped cream, with a shot of espresso.
Oh no, I love whipped cream.
I don't like whipped cream at all.
Whipped cream is delicious,
it's
you
disgusting.
baka. You're disgusting.
Yeah, you're disgusting for liking it. I'll fight you at Momo Con next week.
How dare you?
Yeah.
I'll fight you with words. Dude, next week. Oh my god, it's going to be awesome. But yeah, coffee. I know so many people that have different opinions on coffee. Oh, there was one when I was in California that Kira really likes. It's called Mexican Mocha.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my god.
Was it hot or cold?
It's cold.
Okay.
And, like, you can get a Mexican mocha frap, too, and oh, my God. Like, next time I go back, I am probably just going to have to go back. It's this really good coffee place. If you follow Kira Buckland on Twitter, she tweets about it all the time. Rena Chan. Ooh, woo. And she has this coffee that, when she showed it to me, I was like, oh, shit, well, this is my life now.
Mm-hmm.
But I've only had like 2 because I had one when I first went out there and then I had one when I recently went out there. But I have another friend that just moved to the Burbank area, so I hope to make a trip back out there again in the near future. Because that would be super cool so that I could eat delicious foods but also drink delicious coffees like Mexican mochas and fraps.
No, exactly.
Exactly wrong. Their fries are soggy. The burg was all right, but it's just.
Speaking of,
now that we are away from the yummy coffee, Jordan, why don't you take us to our next question?
Okay.
It's right under the I must know.
I must know. Okay. Are you guys more of a night person or more of a day person? Well, she's white, I'm black, so that pretty much answers it. Next question.
Hey.
So, favorite... Okay. What are you? What are you? What are you, Katy?
You know, I think I'm kind of in between because I love daytime, but I also stay up really late.
Yeah, yeah, you do.
I think I'm both. I want
no,
to be
you have
a day
to choose.
person. But I think I'm a night person, even though I want to be a day person.
Well, choose. What do you do more often? What's the upper percentage at?
Probably night. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, there you go.
I want to be a day person, but I am a night person.
You're a night walker. Whatever.
I'm a night walker.
Yeah, there you
go.
Because
there's something about that I enjoy just about the sun and like being out and doing all that stuff. But at nighttime is when I do most of the things that make me Katy. Like just. So much interneting and staying up late, and that's when I have all the fun conversations with friends, and like that's when I'm doing all my Katy shenanigans, and it's just like, oh, I love nighttime, but I love daytime. But yeah, I'm probably a night person. What about you?
I'm old.
I think you're a day person.
Yeah, I'm old. I go to bed like at 11:30 every night, so I like the morning. I like the productive day. I do like nighttime, and I do like talking to friends at nighttime, but like I don't like that like factor of like I'll keep looking at the clock and be like, oh shit, if I don't go to sleep now, then I can't go to the gym in the morning until it's packed, and that's gonna be annoying. So I like always do that. So like I like doing stuff in the morning. I like doing stuff in the day. I like there are very things I like to do at night, but I like to, I'd say more morning person because it makes me productive. And I'm like, I like waking up at 7 and going like, I'm going to go conquer the day and then getting my day done by like 1 p.m. And then just feel like I feel like so accomplished with what I did.
Yes, I always feel awesome when I do get up early. Like today I got up around like 8:30 and stuff, and it was really awesome. Like when I would be doing my intern stuff, like I like getting up early and like getting to get the most out of the day.
Yeah.
Like, oh man. But
yes.
It's at nighttime I think that I get some of the most stuff done because like that's when I'm just like my mind is racing and
I know that sucks too.
Do this.
Like I'll had like an idea come to me at like want to say like 3:50 or so. Well, it'll come like to me like at night. And then I'll have to like wake up and then open my laptop and then put the idea in my like video ideas category. And then like I just got to go back to sleep. But there's sometimes I'm like I could write a whole script right now, but I'm like fuck I can't.
Yeah.
I think I've done that like twice. I've done that twice for YouTube videos where I pulled all-nighters and then I was just like well wait, have I pulled it all night? No, I don't think I've ever pulled it.
And that's the thing about, like, if you're working on your own, you don't have to confide to what society tells you is a proper schedule. If you want to work from, like, 12 to 8, or, like, you know, do whatever is, like, good for you, like, what gets your body flowing, like, you can make your own schedule. You can do night shifts if you want to set night shifts as, like, your quota. Like, so if you can't conform to the general wakey-uppiness, although I personally like having that kind of structure.
Right.
But yeah, I think I get really awesomely creative at night. I've been working on, I have a friend that does like audio engineering and stuff that every night for the past like 2 weeks, or you know, every other night, whenever we can, we're working on a little project together right now that I won't give any details on because it's still very early in the works, but we are writing a script together for something that we're both very passionate about. And it's going to be really fun, and we're almost done with the first episode of the script, and like we've been just getting together at night and and working on it for about 2 to 3 hours at night whenever we can, usually 2 to 3 times a week at most. And once we get the first script kind of done, then we're going to look at casting, etc., because like it's a really fun project thing that I just don't want to put details out there because I don't want to jinx it, but I do want to at least say that it's being worked on and it's great. And I'm just so excited. Right. Because it's something I've always wanted to like be that behind the scenes on. Right. Because I've done other like stuff. It is a project that involves voice work and writing and whatnot, and yeah, it's gonna be great. But yeah, night person I think is when I really shine with like a lot of my creative stuff, and daytime is when I feel like I get a lot of awesome, cool stuff done too. Like, yes. And I think it doesn't really matter which one you are, as long as you take advantage of the one that you are. I'm trying to think of if there's any advantages or disadvantages to being like a certain type, because I know Zach had to do like night shift stuff for a while at another job that he had, and he hated it. And when I was on a film set, I had to do night shift, and I was not the biggest fan because like mentally I can do a lot of stuff at night, but like it was a lot of physical stuff.
Yeah, a lot of physical stuff at night.
That sucks. And I'm not good at that. And just, but Zach does like IT, so he would just kind of be sitting in like a chair desk situation for like 12 hours at a time because he was at like a power plant kind of thing. And he just didn't like the hours, and apparently pretty much everybody that went to that place, they got paid very well, but everybody was really old that because they've been there like for a long time, and they were very like, they didn't take care of themselves physically. Right. Very well, and like, you know, they get paid well and stuff, but they would joke about like, oh, come on, Zach, we're gonna fatten you up, you're gonna be one of us, and Zach was just like, no, fuck that, I like power to you and how you want to live your life and stuff. But like Zach could not just do that lifestyle, and like the fear of like just becoming somebody that just like sits in an office and just like gets fat and doesn't really do anything anymore.
Right.
And like, not to say that there's anything wrong if somebody else wants to like live like that, but Zach especially, like in the field of IT, based on what he's told me, because I do not work IT, I'm not very good at it. I know how to turn stuff on and off, but he is like great at what he does. He has told me that some of the stereotypes about like working in the world of IT, there's a lot of socially awkward stuff, there's a lot of not really great shape stuff. He would pretty much be the only one that would like be at the company gym whenever that would be an option. Like, and I know it's just like talk about how great Zach is because he's so amazing. But yeah, it was just interesting that he's kind of the outlier, and hearing his perspectives on that kind of stuff, because like this type of work that he does isn't very physically demanding. It's more like, you know, you just gotta do your shit and stuff, and so it'd probably be easy to fall into those cycles when you're not really required to do that other stuff. But Zach like jumps out of planes, he fucking skateboards, he does all that stuff, and he fixes computers, and he's I love you, baby. If you're listening, he listens to every episode. We should have him on one day.
What was it? What were we talking about? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, sorry.
So,
did
anyways,
I put you to sleep with all my dirty talk?
Yeah. I love you, Zach.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
All right.
Oh, man. We're gonna be swimming with whale sharks soon.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll be
with
fun.
Jordan.
Yay! And Saber Spark and Paleo.
And Saber Spark, Paleo, and whoever else. It's gonna be really
it's gonna be
fun.
a crossover episode.
Yes, but speaking of crossover episodes, Jordan, why don't you take us to our next question now that I'm done ranting about Zach?
Okay. Favorite show that isn't animated? Oh, I know that. Easy. Go ahead.
Let's
You
see.
go first. I know yours.
At the current moment, it's Game of Thrones.
Yeah, okay.
In this current moment. But I'm trying to think of what it would be.
But
oh God, I can't think. Do you know?
Do I know like what the show is? What's wrong with Game of Thrones, or do I know what my favorite show is?
Or no, I thought you had implied that you know what mine is,
Katy.
and I can't think of it.
Oh
Hello?
no, folks, we're having technical difficulties. Katy has vanished, but I am here for you, just to let you know that it is great to be this way. Can't.
No.
Yep, you're popping in.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hello?
now I can. There you go,
Okay,
people.
you can hear
You
me.
heard our technical difficulties. Don't worry, we're not going to cut this because we're professional.
Yay!
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what were you asking? Were you asking, like, do I know your
Woo!
favorite show? Or do I know my favorite show?
Oh yeah, you had made it sound like that you knew something about me, and I'm curious to what you think mine is.
Well, Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay, you thought it was Game of Thrones, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that is definitely mine at the moment. But there
Katy,
have been live action
gone
shows.
again. Yeah,
No.
yeah. Katie's gone again, folks, but this is here. I just wanted to let you know that today's episode is sponsored by anger. Anger is the best emotion you can ever use. You can use it for your fuel, and you can use it for power. You can use it for when you're weightlifting.
Can
you
you hear
use
me?
anger for now. All right, Katie's back. Hey,
Can you
how
hear
you
me?
doing? All right, can you hear me now?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. And is your Audacity still going?
Yeah, my Audacity's still going, people. This is a great thing. This is a great sponsorship by
Yay!
Anger. Be sure to get angry at something. Anger
Sorry,
is the best
guys.
fuel you can ever use.
Thank you for sticking with us there. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
All
But
right.
anger
so
is good for you.
You can still hear me, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay, cool. So yes, we were on favorite show that isn't animated. Thank you guys for sticking that out.
Yep.
Let's see here. What else do I like? Firefly was really good.
Mm-hmm. Firefly was a good show with the lesbians.
Yes. All of the lesbos. Niza, Nama, Nizo.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm trying to think. I liked a lot of like the old school Disney
Was it just
stuff.
1 or 5? Because I have like more than 1.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think it's as many as you can think of. I'm just trying to think
Well,
of
you
more
can
that
just
I
like
like,
go
'cause
to
I
like
watch so much
live
animated.
action kid shows too, like Keenan and Kel.
Oh.
Keenan and
yeah.
Kel's better than Drake and Josh. Don't at me. They're
Oh, I
better.
did like Jake and Josh.
Yeah, but Keenan and Kel's better.
I don't think I ever watched that.
Yeah, because you're freaking one of those millennial kids.
Damn, you're right. God, way to call me out. Yeah, what are yours? What are yours, Jordan?
Well, my favorite until its ending. I did love Breaking Bad, but I did love Dexter, the show about the serial killer who hunted other serial killers. I fucking love that because my psychotic ass loves seeing like people who are fucked up get what they deserve. So like seeing him like hunt down like other sick fuck criminals, like that was just like, oh, it was great. And then like there are the Marvel shows too, I guess. Like I did like the Daredevil series, that was great. Office is fun. Parks and Rec is fun.
Yes.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine's fun.
Yeah, The Office,
Kenan
Friends,
and Kel,
and
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Sabrina the Teenage
man.
Witch. There's so many live action shows I watch all the time.
I really like Friends and The
Better
Office
Call Saul,
and Parks and Rec. Definitely.
Game of Bones. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now. Why?
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if you could hear me. Just making sure that our technical difficulties don't come back. I actually have another show that me and Zach are watching right now that's really good that I recommend. It's a Canadian show. It's called Letterkenny.
Yeah.
It is amazing. It's so quotable. Each season is 6 to 7 episodes long. I think there's about 7 seasons out. We're on season 4. It is an incredible experience, and I highly recommend watching it. It's on Hulu, and I haven't laughed this hard at a show in a while. Like, oh my gosh. And, oh man, actually, speaking of, like, Game of Thrones, we were thinking of doing, like, some rewatching of the Game of Thrones since the last episode's coming out this week.
Yeah, the final episode. And you know what, the Superior finale is coming out? Freaking Star versus Forces of Evil Superior, yeah.
But we're not talking about animated things right now.
Fine.
Another day, another time.
You haven't even watched
place.
Star, so you need to watch it.
I've watched one episode.
It
was very different. It was very absurdist. Like it was more
the first,
like
well, yes, I was like
the
first season is that way, but then you have to keep going with it. It like expands.
Oh, so sort of like
Steven Universe.
Steven Universe Adventure Time.
Yeah,
right?
because you remember how like
Mercury,
Steven Universe and Adventure Time started off like like very like slice of life with it were random shit, but then like they got into the integral plot point and you're like, oh shit, that's how Star is.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. But yeah, Letterkenny is a highly recommended one that I would put out there. There's a video that I saw the other day about like people that like The Office, and it's like how liking The Office is a character trait. I'll have to send you the video. It's really
Oh yeah.
It's really funny.
I like The Office. This is character trait.
I like The Office. Or like it's like a thing they'll put on their Tinder profiles. It's like, tell us something interesting about you. I like The Office. Like
that's a character trait.
It's so amazing. Oh man. But yeah, that is the shows that make me happy and stuff that aren't animated, and I'm sad that Game of Thrones is coming to an end.
No, you're not.
But
you're happy.
Part of me is happy, but part of me is like kind of sad.
You live long enough to see yourself become the villain, as people say.
It's true.
Yeah.
Which I am kind of excited to maybe do a rewatch so I can get some of those old school feels back.
Yeah, and then you can like see everything that's led up to it. So you're like, oh, I guess I didn't come out of nowhere.
Yeah. And then I just want to do a plug for a manga that I love, because the question is favorite show that isn't animated, which I guess it wouldn't be a show, but shut up. There's a manga that never got animated, and I want it to be animated, damn you. And it's called Coco Debut. It's called High School Debut. It is amazing. Go read it. I fucking love it. God damn it. And yes, that's what I wanted to say about that. And I feel like all the shows that I said that I like are just like the basic shows. But for whatever, okay? Yeah. Listen, it's fun.
Yeah, you're a 10 on the pH
like
scale.
What you like. Yeah, because I'm basic.
Yeah,
Because I'm acidic on the -1 scale. I don't know.
Yeah. Leave the science to me.
Yes. But yeah, why don't you take us to our final question, Jordan? Because I think this question is very exciting and, you know.
What are you looking forward to? All right, this comes from Cade Sampson. And this
Cade
is
Sampson.
That's funny. Your name was Cade. That's a weird coincidence. That's weird.
Oh.
Oh wow. Okay. And then what are you looking forward to at Momo Con since you both are going? Whale sharks. We get to hunt whale sharks the first day that we're there.
Well,
I can't
hunting
wait.
is not the word.
Yes,
but
we're gonna go hunt
to...
them. You got a spear, and you got to go dive down and take care of one. So I can't wait to
Dude,
do that. That's gonna be so much fun.
It's gonna be awesome. We're going to swim with whale sharks, and then throughout the weekend, I'm gonna be doing. I think I'm gonna help with one of our Kruby panels, KRWBY. We have a few panels there, and then of course, me and Jordan are gonna have on Sunday our beautiful, lovely, wonderful live episode of the Weird Flex But Okay podcast.
Yeah, and it's going to be following the Toon Kalush episode. That's going to be funny. So
yeah,
double
Jordan's
up.
doing a lot of stuff as a guest. What all are you going to be doing there as a guest?
Dude, I got to sign autographs Friday
Whoa!
and Sunday. So it's just oh God, this is going to be annoying, but I'm going to well, I mean, it's not really annoying. I'm just going to bring my Switch. It's just oh yeah, I'm small fry here because of oh, there's Christopher Sabat. Yeah, everyone loves Christopher Sabat. I'm just sitting
That's so awesome.
Yeah, that was fun. But
do you have any more panels that you're doing besides the Toon Clash?
Oh yeah, our Brony's still a thing. That's gonna be a fun panel.
Oh wow!
Because me, Paleo, Steno, I think Saber's doing it. Where we go on stage and we talk about the My Little Pony stuff and how it's what's happened to it and if it's still a thing and all that. So that'll be fun to be on. So I'm gonna be on that.
Yeah. Oh man! And then of course we're doing our secret cosplay.
Yep. I can't wait.
Which will be awesome.
It's going to be fun. I got it sitting right next to me.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to think of what my lineup will be. I'm wanting to have Nami out, but if I don't have Nami, then I will do her for AWA. Yeah, but I'm 90% sure Nami will be fine. And then secret cosplay. And then I'm probably going to have Uraraka with me.
Yes, do it. I specifically requested Uraraka.
Yes, I am going to have Uraraka with me.
I specifically requested it.
Yes. And I'm going to be partying, living my life, doing what I do. And
bison burgers.
Yeah. Yes. I'm really excited about MomoCon. We're going to do so much fun stuff.
Yes.
Oh, man. Oh, God. MomoCon's one of my favorite cons. So it's going to be really exciting to be there and hang out with Jordan because it's only been a year, right? We met at last year's MomoCon in person, right?
Yeah, it was a year.
That's so full circle. And then we went to Anime Expo and then we fucking Dragon Con and now
and then your graduation.
Yeah, and then you came to my graduation and now we're doing a podcast together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude. Shit's wild.
Shit is wild.
It's so crazy how things happen. How the universe just lines stuff up and it's just we're gonna do a thing and it's gonna be cooliocious.
Right.
Dude brocious. And then you're just yeah. And then you do it. And that's life.
Yes.
Oh man. Well, I'm trying to think of what else happening at MomoCon. There's gonna be cosplay
bison burgers.
And food. Wait, where are Bison Burgers? Is that in a special restaurant or something?
No, it was literally right by the con. I was realizing that. We went there 3 times last year because we were loving the Bison Burger. Yeah. You can join some of our group now. You're an honorary member. It's when Tony Stark was you're an Avenger now, kid, and then he walked off.
Oh, am I Spider-Man?
Yeah, in our group.
I did it.
Just as long.
I'm an Avenger.
Yeah. We'll do this thing because it's my squad of people, and then it's just all right, we have to. No, my other friends, they're gonna test you. They do.
Wow.
We test various people to see if they can join our squadron.
Yeah.
So you've already passed all my tests, so you have to impress Saber and Paleo and Hero with their tests. But they like you so far, so don't worry.
Yay.
You'll know when you're being tested, and you can just act your Katy way, and you'll know.
So are they just gonna be all right, Katy, what's 4 times 4? And I'll have to be shit. I didn't know this was a math
They'll throw out
test.
certain conversation topics that I know you'll be able to talk about. And then I'll be okay, well, and then it's just, there you go. They'll bring this up. Yeah. And if you say, oh, I don't know what that is, then you failed. And I'm just God damn it, Katy.
And then
I did this for you. I was rooting for you, Katy.
I did this for you. I bet everything on you, Katy. And you've let me down for the last time.
Then we can only see each other on Sunday for our panel if you F that up. So don't mess it up.
Wow.
Don't you dare mess this up, Katie.
I'm scared,
I took
Jordan,
my
help.
ass out for you.
Can you slip me a cheat sheet?
Yeah. Just, all right, I'm going to send you a picture of a pony, and you got to know who it is.
You're a pony?
Yeah, I am. We all have OCs.
Oh, what's your OC?
It's a horse. Well, every one of the people who is in the brony community has a horse OC. That's just the thing. Like, I have one. Like, mine is, like, some Super Saiyan shit.
Oh, my God.
I'll send it to you after the podcast is done.
Oh, while I was at the beach, actually, there was a sign that I saw at one of the gift shops that I took a picture of. That it was one of those, like, basic white girl signs that, like, you hang up, but it reminded me of you, and I want to read it to you.
Okay, what does this say?
It has a picture of a unicorn on it.
Okay.
And it says, "I feel like a unicorn in a world full of horses."
I
just thought it was so funny.
It's like that thing I sent you about the cupcake and the muffin.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's good. That's
good. When I just stumbled upon it casually, I was just like, dear God. There was also a sign that said like, I love my furry baby or something. And like it meant to be like I'm a dog person, but I was just like, there were a bunch of magnets that were like talking about furry, and I was like, oh my God. Because I don't expect it to see out in the wild, like out in the wild of norm society. But it was just, they just referred to like dogs and stuff as like my furry little baby.
Right.
I was just like, that's not what that means, lady. Oh yeah.
I love my furry baby.
I love my furry
baby.
Who
poops in the backyard.
Poops in the backyard. But yeah, I think we pretty much covered all of our ground today, and I think this is a great part to end today's episode.
Yep, it is.
Yay!
Yes.
So Jordan, why don't you tell them where they can find you and what do you want them to know?
All right, you can find me on Jaxblade YouTube. Subscribe. You can find me on Jaxblade Fitness Twitter. You can find me at Jordan Jaxblade Downs on Facebook. You can find me at Jaxblade. Just type in Jaxblade, you find me. And there's something I want you to know. Rage is a powerful weapon that you can use.
Powerful.
You can use it for yourself as motivation to get stronger and disciplined. Don't let rage be a negative thing. Let it be your power up. All right?
Let it consume you.
Thank you.
Become a Red Lantern.
Yes, exactly. She understands.
And you can find me at KaniDay, KaniDay official on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me at KaniDay Cosplay on Facebook. You can find me on YouTube at KaniDay. You can find us at weirdflexbutokaypodcast@gmail.com if you'd like to send a question. You can find us on YouTube, SoundCloud, and iTunes at weirdflexbutokaypodcast. And you can find us on Twitter at WeirdFlexPod, where we would love if you followed us and whatnot. We mostly tweet updates about the thing, but we also want to do a little more fun stuff there. So if you want to give us a follow, that'd be real neato supremo. And yeah, thank you so much for listening. You're beautiful. And Jordan, do you have any last words before I stuff you with cookie cake?
Yes. Cake is far superior to pie.
How dare you!
But it's a fact.
Come here.
Yeah, try it. Ha ha ha.
Punch.
Come on. Bye. You can't
I'm
catch
winning
me.
with the
No, you're
power
not.
of cake.
I'm getting away. Ha ha ha. Gotcha, bitch.
Got him.
She wishes. All right, end the show. We did it.